Stop calling yourself analytical. You are not being analytical. You are being abusive to your own imagination. You are using the greatest gift God gave you to torture yourself. You think you are preparing for the future. You tell yourself, I just need to figure out every possible outcome, so I'm safe. That is a lie. You aren't preparing for the future. You are polluting the present. You are writing detailed scripts for tragedies that have 0% chance of happening. You spend 3 hours worrying about a conversation that lasts 3 minutes. You spend a week dreading a meeting that goes perfectly fine. You are paying interest on a debt you haven't even borrowed yet. You are suffering twice. Once in your imagination, and then if it happens in reality. But usually it never happens. So you just suffered for nothing. You burned emotional fuel driving to a destination that doesn't exist. Let's diagnose the system failure. Your brain is designed to be a simulation machine. It is supposed to run scenarios so you can solve problems, but your machine has a glitch. It is stuck on catastrophe mode. You are running failure simulations 24 hours a day. You look at your bank account, and instead of seeing a number, you simulate homelessness. You feel a pain in your chest, and you simulate a funeral. Your brain treats these simulations as reality. Your cortisol spikes, your heart races. Your body doesn't know the difference between a real tiger and an imaginary one. You are physically exhausting yourself fighting imaginary battles. You wake up tired because you spent all night fighting a war that only exists in your head. This is a misuse of kingdom technology. God gave you an imagination to download his vision, not to upload the devil's nightmares. When you use your imagination to visualize failure, you are essentially engaging in negative prophecy. You are meditating on the devil's plan for your life instead of God's. This violates the law of captivity. This spiritual law is found in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. Notice the word arguments. Your overthinking isn't just noise. It is an argument against God. It is a legal case being built in your mind, explaining why God won't come through. God is faithful. What if the economy crashes? That, but, is the argument. It is a stronghold. A stronghold is simply a house built out of thoughts. If you think the same thought 1,000 times, it becomes a brick. Eventually, you build a fortress of fear that you live inside. You are trapped in a prison you built yourself. The door is unlocked, but you can't leave, because you are convinced the outside world is dangerous. The enemy doesn't even have to lock the door. He just has to convince you that the hallway is full of monsters. That is the power of the stronghold. I want to pause right here for a system audit. I want you to look at the last scenario you created. Maybe it was about your relationship ending. Maybe it was about getting fired. Ask yourself, did that happen? 99% of the time, the answer is no. You are a false prophet to your own life. You have a track record of being wrong about the future. You predicted 10 disasters last month. None of them happened, yet you are already predicting 10 more for next month. Why do you trust your own anxiety more than God's track record? I want you to take a prophetic action right now. If you are tired of being bullied by your own brain, type reset in the comments. Admit that the system has crashed. Stop defending your worry as being realistic. It isn't realistic. It is pessimistic. Okay, I see those comments. You are ready to wipe the hard drive. We are going to implement the thought capture protocol. These are 3 rapid-fire, practical steps to stop the spiral before it pulls you down. You have to be aggressive. You cannot negotiate with a terrorist, and fear is a terrorist. Step 1 is the "is it true?" test. This is the QA engineer approach. When a thought comes in, "They hate me," you have to demand evidence. Is it true? Do you have proof? Did they say it? Or is this an assumption based on an emoji they didn't use? Most of your overthinking is based on mind reading. You think you know what people are thinking. You don't. You are not the Holy Spirit. Stop assuming malice when it could just be ignorance. Stop assuming rejection when it could just be busyness. Demand the facts. If there are no facts, delete the file. You must become a ruthless lawyer in the courtroom of your mind. Objection, Your Honor. This thought is speculation, not evidence. Throw the case out. Step 2 is the script flip. Nature abhors a vacuum. You cannot just stop thinking. You have to replace the thought. If your brain offers you a "what if" of disaster, you must immediately force it to simulate a "what if" of victory. What if I lose my job? Okay, but what if I get promoted? What if I start a business that makes millions? Force your brain to simulate the best-case scenario. It will feel unnatural at first because your worry muscle is strong and your faith muscle is weak. But you have to rep. You have to lift the weight of hope. Visualize the win. Visualize the healing. Make the positive movie just as detailed as the horror movie. See the colors. Feel the emotion of the victory. If you can hallucinate a disaster, you can hallucinate a miracle. It takes the same amount of mental energy. Step 3 is the 5-second rebuke. Science shows you have about 5 seconds before a thought takes root and becomes an emotion. When the thought of panic hits, you have a 5-second window to kill it. Don't let it sit. Don't make it tea. Say out loud, "Nitrogen monoxide. I reject that. God has not given me a spirit of fear." You have to use your voice. Thoughts are internal. Words are external. An external force interrupts an internal cycle. Disrupt the pattern. Clap your hands. Stand up. Speak the word. Shock your system out of the loop. Imagine your mind is a garden. Thoughts are seeds. Overthinking is watering the weeds. If you see a weed, you don't stare at it. You don't analyze it. You don't wonder where it came from. You pull it out. Immediately. You have to be a ruthless gardener. You cannot afford to let poison ivy grow in the garden of your destiny. God has a plan for you that is good, not evil, to give you a future and a hope. But you can't see the hope if you are staring at the fear. Change the channel. Rewrite the script. You are the director of this movie. If you don't like the scene, yell, cut, and shoot it again. Don't settle for a tragic ending. This is Spirit and Truth Daily. Get out of your head. Get into His presence.